So in the previous class we had discussed about the matter and different states of matter. We had discussed among them solids. We had discussed that solids have definite shape and definite volume. Their molecules are very tightly packed and very close to one another. That is why they can't move freely. So now we will discuss about the liquid and gas and liquids. The liquid substance, they have definite volume but no definite shape. For example, if we will take a glass of water, when we are taking in that much amount of amount of water we will take in a bowl and in a glass, the volume is same. That means the quantity of the water is same but the shape changes. That means the liquids have definite volume but no definite shape. This is because molecules in liquid are less tightly packed than in the solids. The liquid molecules, they are very less tightly packed. There are some spaces present between them. Like in solid there is no space in between them, but in liquid there are some spaces between them. So the molecules in a liquid can move around and enable the liquid to change its shape. So this is the molecular arrangement in liquids. You can see the molecules have some space in between them, so the molecules can move freely and they can change the shape. So now we can say that whenever we are changing the water in another container, its shape changes according to the container of the shape, because there are enough space among the molecules, so the molecules can move from one place to another around this. So however the volume of a liquid remains the same. So unlike solids, the movement of molecules in liquid give them the ability to flow. So water can flow, oil, milk, these are the liquids. They can some of the like unlike solids, liquids can flow. So we can say that liquids have a fixed volume, they have no fixed shape, and liquids can flow. So the characteristics of liquids, we can say that they have fixed volume, they have no fixed shape, and liquids can flow. Next is gases. So gases have no definite shape, no definite volume. So unlike solids and liquids, gases have no definite shape and no definite volume. Like we cannot hold the smoke in our hand. The smoke doesn't remain at one place. If your mother is cooking something in the kitchen, you are getting the smell inside the room. So if it moves around freely and fills the entire area, so that is why the smoke is transferred to a bigger bottle. It spreads even more to fill bigger bottles. So example we can take as the smell of incense stick spreads quickly to all parts of a room. That is because the molecules in a gases are very loosely packed. Like in solids, molecules are tightly packed. In liquids, molecules are less tightly packed, and in gases, molecules are loosely packed. There are large spaces between the molecules, and molecule smoke is majorly made up of gases. So it is a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases. So air is also a matter too, but we can't hold the air. It is a mixture of gases, and the molecules of a gases are very loosely packed. There are large spaces between the molecules. So here the molecules can move freely. The molecules in a gas can move around freely and spread out to fill the available space. So like this, we can see the smell of a room freshener spreads quickly to all parts of the room. Thus means we can see the smell, the stink from a garbage dump, even if we are passing at a distance. So this is why we can say that gases, they have no fixed shape, no fixed volume, and they can flee easily, they can flow easily than the liquids. Their molecules are having enough space between them. So if we compare the characteristics of solid, liquid and gas, then we can see that the molecules in solids are very tightly packed, liquids less tightly packed, and in gases the molecules are loosely packed. Solids have fixed shape and volume, liquids do not have fixed shape but they have fixed volume, and gases, they have neither fixed shape nor definite volume. Then the solids, they cannot flow like liquid and gases. Liquids, they can flow, but gases, they can flow more easily than the liquid. So these are the characteristics of solid, liquid and gas. We have three states of matter: solid, liquids and gases. So now, can we change the states of matter? Can we change from solid to liquid, or liquid to gas, or solid to gas? So can we change? So yes, we can change. Some changes are reversible. We can change their state. The state of matter can be changed by heating or cooling. So this can be done by heating or cooling, and this type of changes are called reversible changes. So when water is put into the freezer, it changes to ice. That is what that means. It on cooling, the matter changes from liquid state to solid state. This is called freezing, from liquid state to solid state. For example, when we are keeping water into freezer, it is changing into ice. When we are making ice cream, so we are keeping the milk and it is turning to an ice cream. So that is, this process is called freezing. On cooling, matter changes from liquid state to solid state. So for example, we can take the freezing. We are keeping the milk to become ice cream. So when you are taking out ice cream for eating, have you ever noticed that ice cream starts melts when you take a long time to eat? When you are eating slowly or you are taking a lot of time to eat, the ice cream starts melting because the temperature of the surrounding is higher than the temperature of the ice cream. So the heat from the surrounding causes the ice cream to melt. Similarly, when the ice cube is taken out from the refrigerator and it is kept in a room, it slowly it changes to water. First, when we were cooling, we were keeping the water into the freezer, it changes to ice. But when again when we took out the ice cube and kept in the room, it changes to again water. So on heating, matter changes from solid state to liquid state. That is called melting. Melting is taking place on heating, changes from solid to liquid. So freezing is taken place on cooling, the matter changes from liquid to solid. On melting, melting means on heating, the matter changes from solid state to liquid state. So when water is heated, it changes into water vapor or steam, that is the gaseous form of water. So on heating, matter changes from solid state to from liquid state to gaseous state, that is called vaporization. The process by which a liquid changes to gaseous, that is called vaporization. That means water, when we are heating the water or boiling the water, water changes to water vapor. So vaporization means the process by which a liquid changes to its gaseous form, that is called vaporization. So in the next class we will discuss about some more methods like freezing, melting and vaporization is over, and some more is there that we will discuss in the next class. Till then, you read this much.